Oh, well, good evening, everyone. I'm glad everyone could join us. And
Good evening.
we're going to got a nice crowd tonight. So we're going to have the crew from the Yellowstone trip do a review. And then just as a preview for next month, we've got another review of a trip. John Hebinger's going to do the Grand Canyon for us. So y'all want to tune in next month.
Oh,
Wow.
super. That's
Yeah.
great. Thanks, John.
Yeah. Anyhow, well, we'll just get started. We're going to turn it over to Michael and the crew from Yellowstone.
All right. Hi, everybody. Before we even start, I will invite you all to unmute yourselves because this is all way more fun when we are all sort of talking and chatting. So I encourage you to do that. Now, let me make sure I've got the right share up. If I go like that, are you seeing a full screen shot or are you seeing thumbnails?
Full screen.
Full
Full
screen,
screen.
although it's chopped off on top.
It's chopped. Oh,
Well, that's
I see that. So hold on. Let me see if I can, if I put this up here. Let's see if that makes a difference.
tell you what, let me see if I
No,
can make the
that
view on the side.
It's a
doesn't make a
little
difference.
bit better.
Uh,
Hold on. Let me
You
try
do
this.
side by side gallery.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Give me just a second.
Yeah.
Uh,
So on everybody's individual screen, when I changed mine to side by side gallery, then I saw the full screen
yeah,
with the gallery of folks off to the right.
You mean in the view?
Yeah,
Yes.
and view.
yes.
So on your own individual computers, you click that view button and go to side by side gallery.
I don't have side by side. I just have speaker, gallery, multi-speaker.
Yeah, that's what I have.
And I got speaker. Well, that was when we were looking at the full. Now
Yeah,
all I have is speaker.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
okay.
put up
All
your
right. Then
share,
I'll
Michael.
then
Yeah,
I'll go back and share it. Maybe if I do it this way. Hold on. Let's try this.
I've got so show that whatchamacallit
oh,
again.
mine already does side by side. Yeah.
That should fix it. Has that fixed it? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Okay. I have to, so Kevin, that was sharing the full desktop instead of just the window. All right. So I will tell you at the outset, and we've got a bunch of our trip participants here with us tonight. This was certainly not the best wildlife and snowpack year, but this had to be one of the absolute best for having fun and camaraderie. We really had a good time. Everybody got along great. We had some great photographers and great photographs taken, and we just really had fun. I'm going to introduce everybody from left to right is Kevin, and then Charlotte, and then Ephraim, and then Kathy. Charlotte, you're on tonight, right? And Kathy, you are.
Yeah.
Kevin's here. Nick is not with us tonight, but he tried to be, but he had a death in his family, so he does have some pictures here. Cindy, then Alfred, who's with us, Judy, who's with us. There's me and Patty. Patty, are you here tonight? Nope.
here a while ago.
Yeah, I thought she was coming. Anyway, so we just really had a blast, and we'll go through some pictures, and anyone that wants to jump in, make a comment, ask a question, tell a joke, please feel free. Um, you can see this is Ephraim on the side of the road at the Lamar Valley. Normally, when we step off the tarmac, you're post holing down 3 feet, and certainly that was not the case this year. Um, on the good side, the driving was easy. I mean, you can see Alfred's, 10 feet off the road, and there's 2 inches of ice beneath him.
Did they get more snow after your trip?
Yeah, they've gotten more in the last week. I saw Brian Creek posted something that they're finally getting some snow, but it's a tough. The interesting thing though is I looked up the snowpack right now is 107%, but it fell up really high because it was warm down below, and so everything melted. There's Patty. I'm not sure what she was shooting at that. Oh, she's on the bridge shooting Ringo. We're going to see Ringo in a little while.
Yeah.
There's Cindy. Now, this is pretty interesting. I'm not sure what I'm shooting, and I'm not sure what she's shooting, but we're not shooting the same thing, that's for sure.
And then I was shooting you guys.
Right. That's pretty funny. And there's Kathy. So all in all, it was a really fun trip. Nick drove up through Jackson, starting in St. Louis, to join us. He drove all the way, and we were really happy to have him. And that's a nice shot. On the way up, these pictures are pretty much in chronological order. And one of the things that'll be fun to see is how everybody interpreted pretty much the same scene. You'll see some pictures that are similar, but a lot that are actually quite different. So here's Alfred's shot of the trumpeter swans flying down the river in Island Park. We typically stop there, and it's usually a really fun place to stop. Right up the road from where we stopped to shoot the swans, there's this old abandoned building that I like to stop in, and we always like to see who's brave enough to go in this dilapidated, decrepit, but really photogenic spot. And this picture was one that was presented at our image review night that had a tube of DAP caulking on the left-hand side. And I was encouraged to remove it, and I'm glad I was because I like it better. So thank you to my Yellowstone gang. Um, that's Alfred's shot of the front door of that building that you just saw the tools on the inside. And there's a few more swans flying down the river. You may notice that some of those swans look alike, but that's all I'm going to say about that.
Is it common for them to be there at this time of year?
What's that?
Is it common for them to be there at this time of year?
Yeah, they're almost always there. And our wild owls on the way to Gardner.
This was the most photogenic owl, I think, of the whole trip.
Yeah, it was backlit, so we didn't know if it was real or not.
Well, I think the suspicion was that it was until
Until I shot some shots of it, and I was like, I don't think it's real.
This metal thing protruding from its behind.
Exactly.
but those were real. Yeah, so we've got a couple of shots of these eagles. Charlotte, I'm really impressed with your OM system. Those pictures are sharp and gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I was making fun of that eagle. He looked a little scruffy to me.
Yeah, it's personality.
He does, or she. Now, Patty shot this, I think, I'm not even sure where, but who can tell us what that is?
It's a woodpecker.
I was gonna say it's a woodpecker.
Okay.
Sure, it's a downy.
Yeah.
Only a downing woodpecker.
I don't know how the heck she saw it. They're little.
Well,
toads.
yeah, but I think Andrew spotted it in our snow coach because I shot that guy too.
So this is early on in the snow coaches, heading in from West Yellowstone into the park interior, and you can see the trees are full of hoarfrost and built up snow and ice and just treacherous conditions.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Charlotte, this is amazing.
Yeah, where'd you see that, Charlotte?
Wasn't that Firehole?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm.
That good.
That one's, I think that one's even better. It's
Yeah.
just great.
That was a really nice interpretation because that's an interesting place to shoot, but yeah, not and somewhat difficult to shoot, I think.
And
So
everybody shoots it wide.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Really, really, really nice. I love just these little lines in this water.
What's the speed? What was speed taken with that?
It's in about a second or two, is my guess.
Charlotte, are you still with us?
Mhm.
Can anyone see if she's here?
I think she's probably trying to unmute.
Oh, okay. Well, really, really pretty.
Oh, wow.
So, Kathy, this lasted what, like a half a second?
Oh yeah, we were at that geyser basin, and yeah, it was just like I just looked up and went, "Oh my God, I have to shoot that." So, and then like the mist blew through, and it was just done.
So there were a couple of people with you, and most of us were not there. So we have a couple of these. Kevin got one. And look
I'm
at that.
having
Wow.
I'm having difficulty. Everything is on a little bit of a delay for me. Is
Oh, is it?
anybody else? Yeah, and I went out and came back in,
Oh, okay. Well, we hear you now.
but if I don't respond, that's why.
So, Charlotte, I'm going to just go back to this one. There was a question on it on exposure length.
Exposure length.
Yeah.
Oh, one
Shutter
of my
speed.
that one.
Was that a second or more?
I'd have to go look.
You don't know offhand? Okay. It's just,
No.
it's beautiful though. Did you have to do something to bring out these lines here? Because they're just beautiful.
I used Topaz Sharpen on my
Oh.
soft image.
Okay, cool.
So I think that's what was the result.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much detail in these rocks here too. It's just great.
Mhm.
Well, you had said something about my OM system, and I couldn't reply at the time, but it's light, and so I don't miss as many photographs, but I do have to do some post-processing. Like I put this in Topaz Sharpen.
Uh-huh. So when you did this in Topaz Sharpen, did you isolate these areas or did you sharpen everything?
I sharpened everything.
Huh.
Probably shouldn't have, but I did.
Well, I mean, you don't have too many little lines in here where it's supposed to be smooth. It is smooth. So
It's sharpen AI, and so maybe that
Right.
artificial intelligence knew not to
Right.
sharpen that
Yeah.
water.
Looks amazing.
yeah, it really does.
Great
It's really
shot.
beautiful.
And
All right. And
and the slight green on the left-hand side is nice on that one too.
And that's my interpretation of
Yep.
the light.
I like it in black and white.
Mhm.
And then Ephraim, who's not here, got it. So interesting to see how different people
Mhm.
interpret the same shot.
Ooh.
So that was also, I think, in Norse.
That's nice.
That's
Yeah.
lovely. Whose is that?
Yeah.
That's Nick. So everybody's name is in the lower
Oh,
left-hand corner.
yeah.
So you can see everyone's coded. Oh, that's pretty, Alfred.
That's a composite of two shots. Everything's one shot except for the swans taking off on the left.
Uh-huh.
That was, standing there, but it was just a different
Right.
moment of time, so I just added them in. Otherwise, they'd just been sitting there.
Is it these same two swans or was there two more swans?
There's two or three more swans. I think it's two more swans over there, but they were just
okay.
sitting there. But I wanted them taking off.
Gotcha.
That's different. Yeah, there's four swans in total, four different ones.
And I think this was across the street or something like that.
thought that was when we were first starting, like one of the.
It might have been. I think everybody's camera is slightly different time, so things didn't line up perfectly, and I tried to organize them, but I'm sure I didn't get it all right. So
Ooh.
It's nice with the atmosphere.
Nice and moody.
yeah. So this picture is an ICM version of this picture.
Cool.
So Judy, we were like standing next to each other, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Ooh.
I think that's going to be a Christmas card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
for
looks-
sure.
Ooh.
I thought this coyote looked like he's got a little fox in him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He does.
You might have eaten one earlier that day.
It looks like he tried anyway.
You know, I am on about a 10-second delay. You're talking about photographs that will come up later, and my ball is spinning, spinning, spinning. Does
Really?
anybody have any idea why I'm having difficulty?
Bad internet connection.
Uh,
So are you seeing the coyote right now, Charlotte?
No, I'm seeing rock and blue steam. Now I'm seeing pine cones, the ones
Yep.
They're
that
behind
yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to go try to go out, but it takes me an age to go out too. So I may miss some of this, but
Are you
I'll be
doing
back.
this? Are you doing it through
Oh,
your?
there's the coyote. I just got the coyote.
Okay. Yeah, so you're probably 30 seconds lag. That's weird.
It is. So
Your
well,
visual
I'll stay here, but know that I'm 30 seconds behind you all.
Okie doke.
Ooh, wow.
So Cheryl, now we're looking at your swans.
Oh, my swans. Good. Good. All right.
So
They're
sharp.
gorgeous.
And the white against the blue. Ooh, boy, that's really nice.
Yeah, that's what I loved about that was the blue and the white. Ah, my swans just came up.
Oh, good. That was faster.
Yeah, maybe I'm only 15 seconds behind.
Right. Yeah, and you got them at just the perfect moment too.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Wish we could hear what they're talking about.
I was gonna say, it looks like an interesting interaction going on there.
Yeah.
Well, I
Mine
think
was,
I think it was shortly thereafter that the one on the right said something to the one on the left, which caused the one on the left to hide.
Right. Black and white is nice.
Someone on the phone?
Yeah.
There it goes. Okay, thank you, whoever that was. Yeah, I think that in this argument, the one on the right won. So
I don't know whether you can tell, but
So that's my version of the woodpecker.
Yeah.
good.
I'm sorry. Say again, Charlotte.
I, I flipped mine horizontally, my swans. So I just liked them better that way. So mine may have actually been your swans,
Okay.
That's awesome.
but I flipped it horizontally.
I really like this photo of the bird because it's so small. I mean, when I would ever see this, I would always be tempted to just make the bird, but with this crazy thing with all these trees, bark, whatever, really makes an add to this, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Environmental portraits, I guess we call them, right?
Yeah.
We did have some terrific bulls on this.
Mhm. All the cows were up on the plateau.
Yep.
The bulls were the only thing to shoot.
Yeah. And it's just so great when you're able to get the eye, like Nick has captured here. It's great.
I'm sorry about my dog.
That's quite all right.
Oh, I like that black and white.
So I'll give my same confession on this that I did during the trip. When I shot this, I thought it needed more steam. So if you look at the shape of the outline of this steam here, it looks pretty similar to the outline of this one, except it's a little bit smaller. Oh, now we're down by the Bobby Sox the next morning. We've got a lot of really interesting stuff in this area.
Hmm.
That's nice, Judy. You know, this almost looks like a doorway heading into a murky forest. You know, this triangular thing right here.
Was it pretty early in the morning and the fog was still there?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the time to go there is right after sunrise. Because you'll see in some of these, like you can see the sun is about here.
Yeah.
Mm,
Ooh,
really nice.
Yeah.
that stream
Kevin,
mostly in the
were you upright or were you down low?
I was down low with a wide angle on this one,
Yeah.
and I just like that line through. I mean, I kind of, that's the title of this one. It was a long way through.
Yeah.
This kind of leading line in through the snow and into the forest.
beautiful.
Now, is that like a 16 by 10, or do you know what that is? That a standard aspect ratio, or you just
No,
crop it?
I cropped it down to take the sky out above.
Yeah.
Looks like 2 by 1.
It's really nice.
That was a
Yeah.
good decision to cut out the sky. Really emphasizes those trees.
Yeah.
And I love the little texture here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
really nice.
All this stuff here. It's great.
Really tells you that it's plenty cold.
What were the temperatures?
Wasn't that cold?
Oh, really?
Like
Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks colder than it was.
Yeah.
I don't think it got below 10 the whole week.
No.
So this is a setup shot. So Kevin took a picture of me standing in front of that tree, and I'll show you the next picture in a second. I walked all around this tree about maybe 270, 300 degrees because I didn't want to step in the river, shooting the tree in the frame and then stacking them up. And Nancy, you know what this is called. I don't even remember what it's called.
Mendoza in the round.
Yeah. And you just stack them up and you get a kind of an interesting effect.
Yeah.
And this is actually the first time I've ever tried this effect. And when I saw that tree, I'm like, I think that'll work.
It's really fun to do with trees with fall color.
Yeah.
Mm.
I do it with cherry trees too up here.
I'm not
But
gonna.
I thought with all the dead trees around it, it would kind of make an interesting
Yeah,
background.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that picture that Kevin took you looks like you were walking off to do something in that stream. I'm not gonna say.
I was not. I was not.
I'm always ready for my journalistic duties.
What is
And
it?
what is that technique called?
Pep Mendoza in the round. Pep Mendoza is a photographer that does ICM a lot.
I see.
He
Okay.
sort of created this concept of stacking, walking 360 degrees around something and stacking.
Ah,
But interestingly, this effect gets attributed to ICM all the time, but this isn't ICM. This is
Right.
This
Right.
is still images shot at whatever, 100th of a second, but stacked. And this happens to be 25 images stacked
Yeah.
up.
Wow.
You can, if you look on YouTube, there's some videos about the techniques with
Yeah.
some.
And
So
I had
this is
never done this
Tish.
much.
Michael, since you've taken a class in ICM, maybe you ought to maybe we should have a session on how to do some of this stuff.
I think we didn't, David, didn't we do an ICM workshop about a year ago?
We did, and it's actually on the YouTube channel.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is? Oh, I must have missed that. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Tish.
Hi. Are you in Jackson, Charlotte?
I am. No, I'm back in North Carolina. I don't know where I am, but I'm out in North Carolina. They had 11 inches of snow here in my place in North Carolina while I was up in Yellowstone in the snow drought.
Mhm.
I
Crazy.
figured.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
So that tree, by the way, is this tree.
That's a beautiful photo too.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Mm. Wow.
Good job, Alfred.
Were there a bunch of people that took it from different angles? Because with this water coming in there and that tree and all the others, it seems like there's invitations from a whole bunch of places.
Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff to shoot there. So, Alfred, was that before my footsteps or after? Did you have to take them out?
I don't recall any footsteps. I think,
Okay, good.
yeah,
Well,
either, yeah.
I
don't know.
I was very light on my feet. I love this picture. It's just beautiful.
Thanks. I just like the way the stream branches out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
Really interesting pictures.
I was just following Kevin around.
Right, exactly.
I
Well,
was
this is
following Alfred.
so this shot is similar to Kevin's, same point of view, but a little bit tighter. And you used the height of this tree to allow the frame to be full.
Yeah,
So
I
if you-
didn't want to chop that off.
Right.
And so I'm guessing Kevin probably had a wider angle lens. I
Right.
only went out to 24. I'm guessing he's more like a 16.
That's
Yeah, I
very
think
wide
he was-
angle.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
pretty
go
wide.
back to Kevin just real quick if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask a question about that. The creek there, I betcha I would have put it all the way to the edge of it on the right, but I like the way this is better. Is that a way to make a connection between like a little river or something like that, but not all the way to the right? Am I making sense?
Yep, you are. Kevin?
I like the snow a little bit just because it was, well, it was one of the rare shots where we had snow. And I like the way I like that just that little bit of texture in the right-hand corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too.
And I didn't want to take it out.
It actually does help define the corner because if you had pulled the river over to the corner, you would have lost the corner because the river's so dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just a real moody, it was kind of foggy. The sun wasn't making it through and the light wasn't quite hitting the snow. And I just like the detail and the right and just that flow through talk to me, I guess.
Yeah, it works real well.
Yeah.
You were standing, much farther to the left than where I was, as I recall.
And it's super wide angle, so
They both work though. They're good shots.
Now, this is clearly black and white, but Kevin, is this color or black and white?
it's actually color.
It
Yeah.
is color. Yeah.
Yeah, you got that blue tint.
Yep.
I wonder how many photographs were taken by the 8 of you in this place. I mean, I would be, it invites you to take all kinds of pictures.
Yeah. It does. And there's more coming.
And they're good. I really like them.
I do too. Oh yeah, that's really nice too.
So this is spectacular.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, Nick did some ICM on that.
He did. Yep. Yeah, I think this came out just great. And I really like how much negative space there is here. You know,
Yeah.
I think there might have been a tendency to sort of crop it here, but I just think it's fabulous.
That's
Could
good
be a
balance.
scalp with hair growing out of it.
What's that?
So it could be a scalp with hair growing out of it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Really close up. Follicles. That's
It's a
funny.
really cool picture.
Yeah, I wish I had a scalp like that.
Wow.
That's a good one.
So this is a little bit of color manipulation because this tree was just as dark gray as everything else, and to get it to look brown, I masked it and then I used my temperature slider to warm it up all the way.
Oh, wow.
And it gave it a nice sort of rich walnut brown look, and I thought that contrasted nicely with the rest of the scene. I mean, the masking tools in Lightroom have become so good, just really great.
Nice wide view.
Yeah.
Is that multiple or is Jet?
No, that's a single frame. I just cropped it 2.5 to 1, which is my standard pano crop.
Mm.
How many hours did you guys spend there?
Probably an hour, something like that, right? Maybe a little more.
That's more than that, I don't
You
think.
think? Was it?
I was thinking it was less, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Such a great variety of photos. I mean, what you're taking a picture of isn't that great,
Ooh,
but
that's
the pictures are that great.
So now here's the same scene that Alfred and Kevin shot, completely interpreted differently.
yeah, it's really cool.
Hmm?
Yep.
I like the mood.
And the color.
Yeah, I like the color.
Yeah, it's warm.
I made it black and white, but I came back to the color. I love the soft
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
colors.
I like that.
And Charlotte, but her river entering from the right and up.
Yeah, above.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, above.
Yep, above.
So we got the river coming from three different places,
Yep.
or the stream.
So this is another one of those in the round shots, and it looked so much like a Christmas tree. I had to give it a little bit of green just for just just for fun.
But Michael, you mask out the background, so it's not. So you choose a background and keep a background,
I mean,
right?
I probably dropped the contrast on the background a little bit, but because you're stacking so many pictures, and each one is at about maybe 50 to 52% opacity, the stuff that gets stacked on top of each other, which is the tree, gets really full and rich, and then everything else starts to drop away, and that's sort of the beauty of the
the
technique. Yeah.
But there were not that many trees in the background. That's part of
No,
the
no, there weren't, but I shot it from here, here, all the way around. So all these trees are duplicated like 15 times.
right.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah,
Like those swans.
exactly. You know, sometimes more is more, right?
wow.
Oh goodness, look at Kathy's.
That's like a fifth of a second of motion blur.
Yeah. The colors are fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
what
it's a
I do
it's a
when I
very
what I do when I get bored. I move my camera.
well,
I
this
do
is
that
just
too.
it's a very prolific area. It really is great.
Ooh,
Nice.
Wow, that
beautiful.
looks real. The other one's different.
It was all real.
Yeah,
There's a
this
jewel-like quality to it.
this is very cinematic.
Yeah.
This was when everybody was photographing Sideshow Bob.
Uh,
Yeah, this is just great. I love this part right in here. They're like emerging out of the mist.
I like just to the left of it with the sun. It seems like couldn't have been more than 30 seconds or a minute to look
Right.
like that.
It didn't last too long, but it was there for a little bit.
I mean, I wonder if you had also had a long lens, if this is a picture right here.
Mm-hmm.
You
Could
know?
be.
Yeah. Probably need about 300 millimeters for that.
And I know I shot at HDR. Or
Oh,
I
did you
shot,
really? Oh, interesting.
so I didn't, well, I shot multiple I shot bracketed exposures and I did the
Right.
HDR in post.
Right.
I just can't remember if I used 6 exposures or 3.
Yeah.
I think the gold color on the water is interesting that you get at certain times of the year in the winter.
Here. Yeah. And this isn't even blown here. There's plenty of data there.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking I shot it with 6.
Yeah. Very good.
Oh boy.
All right. So this is Ringo. Another group called him Shaggy.
That's who I was
Right.
referring to as Sideshow Bob.
Okay, well then there's a third name for him.
Wow.
Have you ever seen a head of hair like that? Oh my God. And we all have our own interpretation.
Oh wow.
He's a cool looking bull.
Yeah.
I went to college with that guy.
Look at that right eye. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
What is he looking at? So funny.
I'm sorry.
The
I'm
hair
telling
is
you.
amazing.
We got a million of them.
It's very photogenic.
He was. He was the frostiest one that we saw.
I think that's direct eye contact.
Could be.
Nice.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's like somebody made him up. I mean,
Right?
Would you take out that grass around his eye, remove it if it were
This
your photo?
this one here
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
other long one
and
too.
this one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could. It doesn't really bother me, but yeah, I guess you could. I think this probably bothers me more.
I
Okay.
didn't even notice it until you brought it up.
Right.
Atmospheric.
Oh, the bird in that. Wow.
Bird.
Bird.
Timing.
there's
Timing and everything.
Oh, okay. An eagle
Oh,
flying
an
over.
eagle, an eagle.
all right,
Then
Michael, fess up.
half a second later, it would be up in the sky and you notice it. I imagine for some people, I just happened to look at that. Whoa, what is that?
Michael, is that
Michael,
conscious?
did you add that eagle?
Well, to be quite frank with you,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I started to say.
this bison was not standing here.
Yeah.
He was sort of over here. But he was so much better looking than the one that was here. So we just sort of did that. And the bird did fly into the scene, but not at the same time that I shot this picture.
Okay.
And this was actually an 8-stitch pano.
And you actually shot it in Palm Desert, right?
Yeah,
Talking to Chat GPT.
right. This is like one of the best pictures of the whole week. I love this.
Cool.
This is very cool. The framing is just so strong, Kevin. Just great.
I called it a note of displeasure.
Yeah. And I love the way it's just a little bit desaturated. It just looks great. Really terrific.
He's hacked about the other guy's hairdo.
Yeah, he didn't get the frosted tips.
All right. I think that's the bison that was originally in the other shot.
Mm.
I love the detail of the grass in its mouth.
Yeah. And speaking of that, these were the healthiest looking bison I had ever seen in Yellowstone in the winter because there's so much food around. Their coats were gorgeous. They were plump and no mange. They all looked they looked really good, which was a plus.
Yeah.
He's very intent, isn't he?
That's a good minimalist shot. Nice and wide open.
Isn't it? I love the transition between the snow and the sky. It's just got that gentle little shadow going on there. It's really pretty. It's
And
not
there
easy to
are
shoot it.
a couple of bison in the lower right-hand
I
corner.
know, right here.
Mhm.
Put some more in there for you.
It's not easy to shoot into the sun and get success like this. Really good, Charlotte.
Charlotte, was that your first time there in the winter?
No, I try to go every chance I get,
Mhm.
and I've been there probably 4 or 5 times.
Nice.
We just
Alfred.
rented that one.
Alfred, you intentionally put those other 2 bison in. Tell us about that.
No, they were there. That's
Well, no. I don't mean. I mean the way you framed it.
oh yeah, the framing was intentional, and I wanted him back there to kind of like provide that echo. So he's, this guy out front. He's clearly the main subject,
Mhm.
but I wanted the scene and I wanted the curve of the river, and I saw those 2 in the background. I wanted them in there too.
Yeah.
That's
And this one is that iconic profile. It's just perfect.
Hmm.
And there's a few shots in this spot that you'll see from different folks.
He is so sharp against the white. Normally the white would be too white, but he's perfect.
Michael, is this over in Hayden Valley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you say about how good their coats look.
Mhm.
Don't they look fabulous?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Looks like
sent
it's
it
been
out to get
groomed.
cleaned up for him.
Yeah, they look like they've been brushed and groomed.
Yeah.
And this guy's got an incredible hump on him.
The eyes.
Can just see the breath coming out of his nose too. If it were a little colder. Nice foot placement, Alfred.
Mhm.
And there you are.
It's a good travel brochure shot.
Isn't it?
The paparazzi strike a pose.
He looks like he's posing too.
You should give that to Yellowstone Expeditions.
That's a beautiful one.
Look at the color. Wow.
You guys are really popping too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. That's a killer. This was when several of us were saying to Kevin, you might want to move to the side.
Time to move.
I was wondering how close you actually were. I know you're not that close.
He wasn't that close, but the bison was moving a little bit quickly.
Mhm.
He was just getting ready to cross the road, so.
And it's amazing how quickly they will do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great shot. I was obviously standing to the side.
Shooting over Kevin, right?
Right.
Oh, nice.
That's a nice one. That's really nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what's Nick's last name?
Drew, Drew.
I don't think I've met him.
He lives in St. Louis. He drove up for this. It was great.
Wow.
Then we have a couple of interpretations from the lower side of the falls. This is great, Charlotte. Did you sharpen this too? This is super sharp.
Probably. Do you
Yeah.
think it's too sharp?
No, it just looks
Yeah.
it looks like I could cut my finger on the ice.
Oh, and Michael, I think I was going to say that I used your iPhone technique, but I don't think this was my iPhone.
No, I don't think it was either.
I had more millimeters. So
Yeah,
I
this
guess let's-
yeah, this is pretty long. This is probably 200, maybe 300 millimeters. Either that or you cropped it pretty tight. Yeah, it's great.
It's great that you guys got over there. What, it's been several years since we were able to get over to that side.
Right.
Yeah.
Alfred, I know you worked on this.
Yeah, because originally I didn't have the colors right.
Right.
So
I think you do now.
now the colors are right.
Mhm.
That's at 42 millimeters.
And that's probably about 100 and something.
Looks like a heart.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big heart here. Also looks like almost like a lion's mouth
I was
here.
an angry salmon.
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
That's cool.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
So then the next morning we were at the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center, where it's always fun to photograph there. There were a couple of skeptics, but I think everyone really had a good time. And
Oh,
these ravens were so photogenic. They were just a blast. We were having so much fun with them. Isn't that
Oh, I
isn't
love
that isn't that spectacular?
Right.
We need to capture that one. I mean, not capture, but caption it as, oh, so you missed the Yellowstone trip.
I mean, I think this picture is just so precious. It's just
it.
great.
Is. Spectacular.
Yeah.
the bills are independent, so clearly independent.
Yep. Yep.
Don't you
Yeah.
see them like that?
This was one of my favorite pictures of the trip. I just love it. Yeah.
Wow.
It really stops you, doesn't it?
Kind of smug looking.
Kind of like,
Overweight.
didn't I see you here last year? Or have you got any food?
Yeah. Look at those claws. There we go.
Another nice frame drop, Kevin.
So we can now nickname this the Kevin crop on portraits.
Yeah, there you go.
I was going for some artistic approach, knowing that we were going there, of getting a close up and some different angles. So just kind of had fun playing when we were there with that view.
Yeah, but you also have just the right expression and for it too. It's just, yeah, it really works. It really works.
Oh, that's nice. Like the raised paw.
Claws or something else, aren't they?
They look like they're gold.
I just had a manicure.
Right.
Oh.
Sweet puppy. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Don't get close.
That's amazing.
Yeah, again with a little bit of desaturation, it's really strong.
Call that one differing opinions.
Yeah.
No, really, I flossed.
You're right. Playing in the snow. Oh, I just noticed this one's got a broken tooth. That's nice. Nice warm tone, Judy. Love it. Not. Did you do anything to the eyes, Kevin?
Yeah, I was just about to ask the same thing.
Yeah, I drew down the color a little bit.
Yeah.
So he was a little more golden and
Right.
pulled that out. And I liked it a little more black and white, but I kept the eyes a little more
Right.
gold.
They have such expressions. Oh my God.
Well, plus I think they were doing that little ear thing to their feathers, like the earlier one, the one was doing that to the other
Yep.
one.
It's funny.
I wonder what that thing is.
I don't know. I call them great horned ravens.
Yeah.
Good.
Awesome.
So is this the raven version of the puffy butt in antelopes then? When they
Maybe.
get emotional?
Juvenile bald. That's a great picture. I mean, and he didn't crop this. He got just really super lucky with the framing.
That's nice. I like that.
Mm.
So Michael, did you darken the background on that?
Yeah. I actually took a linear filter right along the nose line and darkened the right-hand side so that it appeared that there was sort of light coming from this direction and not this direction.
It looks like
And
that,
then,
yeah.
and then I just dropped a vignette over the whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I tend to like doing these, just throwing them against pure white. Kind of a nice effect, I think. I like it.
Nice gesture.
Yeah. There are those golden eyes.
Wow.
Caption that.
Just here for a kiss.
Exactly. It really is fun to be able to get close to these bears.
It is, yeah. Wow.
His beak looks like silver metallic. Very cool. Then we made our way up to Lamar Valley.
Yeah.
Really pretty shot, Alfred. Is that 2.5 to 1 or 3 to 1? Do you know?
I think that's 3 to 1 when it's all said and done.
3 to 1, yeah. Nice. Same scene, different lens.
Mhm.
You had to get his tongue, Kathy, right?
Oh, and he was like scratching some remote part of his body. I just think that's so cool.
Yeah, so we saw this bull elk twice and shot him both times.
Ooh.
Nice.
Looks a little mangy. Not as healthy looking as the bison did.
Mhm.
Found one little hole.
Mm.
I think if anything characterized this trip, it was the number of coyotes we saw.
So many coyotes.
Looks like a really healthy coyote.
Yeah, they were all pretty fluffy. There was one guy that was a little skinny, but most of them were really healthy, fluffy looking. Yeah, it was great. Oh, and maybe or two raven or two.
Or 50.
You people with cameras, just go away already.
Oh, wow. That's great.
The details is whew.
See his little GPS antenna here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
I'd
if
love
it's doing a raven study?
I'd love to see the chart of where they go, like how wide they range in travel.
Usually follow the Pringles cans.
Right.
Oh,
That's a little gal.
baby.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. And the sage was so high because the snow was so low. It was the craziest looking thing you ever saw. It made the bison look really small.
I really like that the bushes are setting him off and
Frame.
he's so clear.
Yeah, I like that too. That kind of
Look at that color. Wow.
Mm. Yeah, we've seen bison in this location a couple times. It's a nice place to shoot them.
Yeah, it's one of the tallest stands of sagebrush
Yep.
see anywhere.
What area is that?
It's just as you come past Tower and on the way into Lamar. Like right, what is it? Right past one of the bridges, I think, right?
yeah.
That's beautiful.
He barely opens his eyes, like he
Yeah.
walks around. And Brian Creek asked me if we saw Limpy, and I said, no, we saw Sleepy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because that's the only shot of him with his eyes open that I got, I think.
That's funny.
Yeah. He was very squinty.
That's a great pose.
Were you guys standing next to each other?
Yeah, we must have been.
We probably were. He just seems so happy to be scratching his face. I don't know.
Mm.
Is that an infrared
No,
filter?
it a little bit looks it though, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
No, it's not. I took a lot of the contrast out of this area,
Uh-huh.
which is sort of what gave it that. Yeah. There's Squinty.
Yeah.
The colors perfectly match the sage.
See how he barely has his eyes open?
Needs
Was it
sunglasses.
was it real windy or something?
No, not at all. He just walked around like that.
Mhm.
It was bright.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we were with him for a bit.
Colors are amazing.
Look at that.
Wow.
Wow.
And that wasn't even all of them.
Mhm.
I'd never seen that many coyotes together.
Wow.
Yeah, it was wild. And look how fluffy they all look. They all look great.
Hmm.
This one's a little bit skinnier than the others, but they were all good looking.
So this was in the end of January,
Yeah.
It was 2 weeks ago.
and they're really healthy that late in January. They've had a lot of chance to eat up.
Yep.
That was a good question from Aaron. You wonder if the coyotes are learning to pack hunt like the wolves from the
Yeah.
wolves.
I've never seen that behavior before, ever. I don't know if anyone else has, but
Well, I don't know about in that area, but it's pretty common in Texas.
is it?
Yeah. Takes a bunch of them to run down a jackrabbit.
Our driver, snow coach driver, was saying that the wolves basically chase around the bison until they get tired, and then they basically just exhaust themselves and drop dead from exhaustion, and they just
Yeah.
pounce on them after that.
Well, I don't know if anybody remembers the trip, what was it, 2 years ago when we had that bison, I mean that the young bison at the river and all the wolves around him, and we were there all day.
Yep.
All day. It was great. So this is that same elk that we saw before. He finally got up and walked around a bit. This is a wild Ford animal. Cook City.
After rescuing some folks who needed a tow.
Yeah. Not in that. In their Toyota Camry.
Ooh.
Nice, Kevin.
I call this one unnatural because I don't think I've ever seen pronghorn elk in the winter in the valley where we were.
Yeah, I was going to say that's kind of
It's more
unusual.
historic than anything else.
They usually have gone a lot south.
Yeah,
Or, yeah, out of the high country for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, usually they're hanging out by Gardner.
right.
Huh.
So this was it was snowing like crazy and everybody was having focus problems and I when I shot it it I said maybe if I just make this sort of look graphic it'll be something and I'm not sure if it's anything but I just kind of like this horn poking up out of there, you know.
And the grasses are very interesting too,
Yeah.
against the sky.
Oh, a raven. Is that the one with the GPS antenna?
I believe
Maybe
it is.
I think it is, yeah.
Oh.
that one is.
That one is, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Yep.
Well, I think we were standing next to each other.
So you can see the antenna here. Oh, wow.
Mm.
Did you texturize that a little bit, Kevin?
I did, and I took the antenna out.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's cool. Boy, I wonder if there's anything in that eye. Might be. That's great.
Hmm.
So the funny thing about this shot is I didn't even notice the magpie in the front.
No, that's what makes it.
Yeah. So it's like kind of a not a road runner situation, but close.
Right, right, exactly. That was the skinny one.
Mm.
Yeah, it does look a little thinner.
I think he's got some fox in him.
Hmm.
That's a great looking coyote.
I love that expression.
The look at the light on this, isn't this just spectacular? Oh, that rim light, that's so beautiful.
Is he chewing on the something?
Looks like it.
Maybe.
Thick.
Mm.
You got a
Awesome.
TV issue.
Just terrific. Yeah, they weren't interacting a lot together, but they were hanging together. It was interesting.
Was that mating season?
Oh,
I don't think so. And a few seconds later, he got it and he tried to steal it.
Mhm.
Don't you wish it had antlers, Kathy?
I know, apparently.
I was
So
waiting,
yeah,
I was waiting for
Michael
someone.
doesn't stop unless they have antlers.
Uh,
That's a
But
nice.
it was perfectly lit and super happy.
Yep,
Mhm.
he was. Very funny.
mm.
Yeah, I thought that came out. Hmm. Is this up in Hot Springs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm.
So, it's brighter than that, but I like the
Yeah.
mood darker.
Yeah, I like it. So I was standing in front of this area that I have stood in front of 10 different times, said, I think there's a picture here. I think there's a picture here. And Kathy says, make it blur. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome.
And I think that one it looks the color, even color as opposed to just black and white. Go back, and that it's got some color in it.
Yeah.
I really like the bottom third of it where the color is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I played with a whole bunch of different treatments of it. And yeah, I kind of like this one. I might like just a speck more blue up here.
Mhm.
And then this is the most wild animal we saw.
Mhm.
And that was our trip, everybody.
Great pictures.
Very good.
Wonderful.
Nice.
One of the really fun things about this trip was that we used two snow coaches this year. So we split the group 5 and 5.
Oh.
Everybody had tons of room. It was a really comfortable way to do it.
It was also just a really good group.
Yeah, it really was.
lot of
It
fun.
was.
Very nice.
So whoops. Let me stop the share. And hey, Becky, I didn't know you were here. How you doing? And Aaron. We're going to reconfigure, I think. Kathy, I think it was your idea to flip the trip.
Oh, are you going to do that?
Well, we're thinking about it. David and I are going to talk about it. But we'll be making an announcement about next year's trip in April. And we will have availability for people in May. And I think the way we've been doing it the last 2 years, which is that we take emails at a particular time for probably an hour or two, and then we'll randomize them and pick the lucky participants at random from those from those entries. Um, any other comments, questions, thoughts?
No, it was a good time. Say that.
Yeah, it really was.
Real nice collection of different types of photographs. I mean, they're all were quite good, but that it's not the same thing over and over and over. Just there were 4 or 5 of the same thing, but that's fine. That looked real good.
And look, I'll tell you, I mean, it was a little challenging because it was a different, it was a different kind of climate this year. And
Very different.
yeah.
But you met the challenge.
Well, I almost got heat stroke at that geyser basin though, because I had too many clothes on. I thought I was gonna die there briefly, so I had to take some layers off.
And poor Charlotte was walking around with a fractured foot.
Oh,
How's
How
your
was
foot?
that?
Really?
It's doing great.
Good. I'm glad.
Yay.
On and off that coach 6 times, 7 times an hour. It was nuts.
I was a little worried about it, but the coach was just wonderful, and you guys were wonderful about getting that step, that last step
Yeah.
folded.
That's right.
You know,
I
I,
love that.
I think we could add one more person to the coach, but you were talking about 2, and I think if you added 2 more, it might be a little close.
No, I wouldn't add 2 more to what we had now. I would think about adding 1 more per coach.
1 more per coach.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
I guess when you said you were thinking of adding 2, I was thought to each coach, and
Nope.
it's too
No.
much.
That would be too tight. No,
Yeah.
but I do think that there's, particularly as long as we have the full back seat in both coaches
Mhm.
and the tripod buckets on the back of each coach, then I think it's fine. Yeah.
And I
Well,
like
thank you very
that.
much, guys. I thought that was really enjoyable
Oh.
to see the pictures, but also to see some of you that I haven't seen in ages. So I'll try to stick around a little bit more often. Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us. And
Yeah.
to those of you who were on the trip, thanks for coming tonight and adding a little color and texture. And David, I'll give it back to you.
Yeah. And
I love
uh,
I loved having Alfred, Judy, Kathy, all the snarky people in my car, Charlotte. It was a load of fun. So
It was.
I loved having you with me. It was a great trip. So enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It
a
was
lot.
good. Yeah.
Gotta get those playlists, more of those big band,
Marching
brass band things going.
A lot of fun.
We were definitely the best coach.
Wow. There's not an argument being started there.
Yeah. Out.
What were the roads like? Were they completely clear of snow or super thin?
Lamar was absolutely clear, 4 feet off the tarmac, and in the interior, the snowpack was really light.
It was like
Yeah.
spring.
We won one icy day of driving.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been a couple times in the winter where the snow was 5 and 6 feet deep on the road, and the other times there was barely enough to ski on. So I was kind of wondering. That's what I thought. Oh, I want to do a winter trip. Then you guys are talking about that. Like, never mind. That's a
Right.
lot of driving to ski 20 feet and then get turned around.
so
Is it? Well, I've had that. What's that?
I was just going to say, so the snow coach drivers didn't have trouble finding where the road was, as opposed to the guy one year who drove off.
That was our group. Yep.
There were 2 people skiing though with big all their gear on sleds behind them around the park. So
That's good. Okay, good. Glad they made it.
yeah.
So David, nothing like the video I filmed of our snow coach going off the road.
Yeah, that was, you know, and I had asked that guy like 20 minutes earlier, have you ever had an accident? No. Fluke. I was like, it was the comment, don't ask questions like that. So,
Right.
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 anyhow, so I just have to ask, since y'all saw a lot of coyotes, did anybody take more than 1,000 pictures of one of them?
No.
I
No,
don't think
well, then good. We had a person a few years ago who ripped off, we had a contest because she took so many pictures that I actually put the uh, count. I had everybody give me their count from this one place, and Marilyn Graham, whose name will go unmentioned, probably still has the record for the most pictures of one coyote. She, and it wasn't even close.
oh,
She,
that's funny.
yeah, anyhow. But
This was an interesting, different kind of year. I hadn't been on any of the other years, but just from understanding the stories, but that Michael and Kevin and the others were sharing, in that, we drove around a lot waiting for something to happen, and so when things were there, we got some good photo ops and all that, but it was different from a standpoint where, make sure you got enough memory cards, make sure you got enough batteries, make sure you got enough clothes because you're going to be waist deep in snow. And but I
None
don't
of
think
those things were true.
right, yeah. But it was still a great time.
yeah, every year's too. I mean, we had one year, it's like you couldn't see outside the coach for 3 days. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, so you never know.
Everything's different. Yeah, everything changes.
Yeah, I was in David's car one year and I was like, man, he's like driving through some interesting stuff.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's why we always bring a tow strap.
Yeah.
And we did rescue somebody this year.
We did. A couple with a baby in their back seat.
There was almost no snow, but they got stuck in it.
Right.
Didn't lose any windshield wipers blades and
Nope.
equipment fly off the front of the car. So
Nope.
we've had that happen. So anyhow, well, thanks everyone, and we'll look forward to seeing you next month. We'll go to a totally different venue where there's supposed to not be snow. So we'll see. But a lot of rocks and sticks. So looking forward to it. I think the Grand Canyon's a spectacular sight.
I look forward to it.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
And I'll try to, Tish, try to find, go to our YouTube channel and you can find the intentional camera movement.
Okay, great. Thank you.
If you have trouble finding it, send me a message.
Will do.